Christmas is one of the maximum happy instances of the year, as families and buddies gather together to eat, drink and be merry. Given the conventional affiliation of the vacation with the laugh and laughter, it isn't always sudden that maximum Christmas songs focus at the light aspect of this season. However, no longer the all.There are some festive tunes that stay on the black aspect, from depression to unemployment. So switch on your Christmas lighting fixtures, because we think you may want them to banish the darkness that those songs deliver. Number 10, East 17 Stay Another Day. During the 1990s, East 17 were one of the UK's large boy bands alongside Take That. Their image became of the hipper and extra streetwise of the two. However, their largest hit turned into a normal boy band ballad that ruled the UK charts at Christmas 1994. On the Floor. Stay Another Day appears to be just any other unhappy music pleading with the girl now not to go away. That is actually no longer cheery, but there have been masses of popular festive songs about romantic love. The real story behind Stay Another Day is a whole lot darker than that, even though it became composed with the aid of band member Tony Mortimer and some distance from being about a random lady. Became absolutely stimulated by the suicide of his brother. Mortimer saved the words vague enough for humans to interpret it of their personal way. However, spread out about its real, which means 25 years after it topped the United Kingdom Christmas charts. It is not possible to say whether it might have affected the fulfillment of this song on the time had humans regarded approximately its very non-festive suggestion, but it makes the video with the band members trying to appearance imply whilst sporting fluffy white wintry weather coats seems stranger now. Number 9, De La Soul-Millie pulled a pistol on Santa. The identify of this 1991 tune by means of Daisy Age rappers De La Soul might appear to be a severe reaction to getting socks again for Christmas, but it is genuinely a jolly tale of baby abuse and murder. Taken from the album called De La Soul Is Dead, surely they have been in a happy location that year. It tells the tale of Millie and her father Dylan, who is taken into consideration by way of everybody to be him upstanding man through his process as a social worker dog. However, at the back of his circle of relatives, guy picture Dylan as a violent guy who beats his daughter and forces her to participate in the sensitive game. The lyrics cleverly switch between what is truly going on and the general public notion of Dylan. Before Millie makes a decision to get hold of a gun and cease the abuse by means of taking pictures her father. She opts to do this while he's gambling the position of Santa at a nearby department keep, and the words depict Dylan begging for mercy that he does not get. The music killed off the hippie rappers' picture that the band have been saddled with, considering that 3 feet high and rising. However, for some cause it hardly ever capabilities on the one's TV lists of favorite festive tunes. Number 8, Merle Haggard – If We Make It Through December. Country song has always been fond of a tearjerker and, as blue-collar tune, often deals with the bothered lives of human beings trying to make ends meet. Not a lot of its songs combine the one's subject matters with Christmas though, which is wherein If We Make It Through December by Merle Haggard sticks out. The simple speaking however effective lyrics tell the tale of a person with a spouse and infant who has misplaced his manufacturing facility task in the rut as much as Christmas and cannot manage to pay for to make the season as glad for his family as he desires to. Although this will connect to all people who's struggling financially at some point of a period, this is very high priced for all and sundry. The tune isn't always absolutely without desire. The major character talks approximately his circle of relatives pulling collectively to get through the cold month of December in order that they could set up for a brighter time next year, and traces like, if we make it through December / everything's gonna be alright, I know. This aggregate of pain and wish is what gives you a song its energy for many humans, and makes this song mainly applicable in 2020, despite the fact that there's no mention of a virulent disease. Number 7 Bing Crosby - I'll Be Home for Christmas. Originally sung with the aid of crooner Crosby, this tune has emerged as a Christmas staple. But it has a tinge of unhappiness that makes it stand proud of other festive favorites. Crosby recorded the track for the duration of 1943, at the peak of World War II. And it is sung from the factor of view of a U.S. soldier stationed distant places who's writing to his family to let them recognize he could be coming again for Christmas. So some distance, so heartwarming. But the final traces of the track trade the whole lot. After talking approximately all the things he desires to see while he arrives home, from mistletoe to presents under the Christmas tree. The soldier adds, "I'll be domestic for Christmas / if only in my dreams." Thus the song is truly approximately a person longing to be along with his loved ones but understanding he nearly sincerely will not be. Unsurprisingly, this clearly spoke to people all through the battle, but it has persisted to accomplish that ever considering the fact that, as we are regularly separated from our families at Christmas, the emotions of loneliness and craving that it creates are so powerful that the BBC truly banned it at the time, out of fear that it'd sap morale. The wartime heritage additionally provides some other layer of darkness, as the ones preventing in conflicts abroad recognize that there's a hazard that they may by no means be going home. Number 6 LCD Sound System - Christmas Will Break Your Heart. Of all the artists liberating sad songs all through what is supposed to be one of the happiest times of the year, LCD Sound System take the cake in that they truly reformed after 5 years just so they might do it. The dance rockers split in 2011 and spent numerous years afterwards dismissing any suggestion that they might ever reform. Then alongside came Christmas 2015 and suddenly they decided that what we all needed changed into a lament approximately festive isolation and despair. Apparently, singer James Murphy had the tune in his head for 8 years, but instead of getting remedy, he determined to release it as a single. Christmas Will Break Your Heart is complete of such ho sentiments as Christmas will destroy your heart / like the armies of the unrelenting dark, with Murphy describing it upon launch as miserable. No kidding. He even joked that the lyrics have been trimmed lower back from their authentic 75 traces to keep away from too many suicides. The 8 closing ones might also nevertheless be a piece and excessive amount of for most people after what we had been through in 2020 even though. So this one might be satisfactory averted unless you have got a widespread stash of Prozac. Number 5 Band-Aid - Do They Know It's Christmas? We are in all likelihood being a piece unfair and together with this one, as no person desires a cheery lyric approximately famine and dying, but the phrases of this charity track by some means manipulate to be clumsy and unsettling at the identical time. Do They Know It's Christmas? Changed into written through Boomtown Rats the front guy Bob Geldof and Ultravox singer Midger to elevate money and recognition of the 1984 famine in Ethiopia, and features a roll call of the freshest pop stars within the UK on the time. There is a lot this is embarrassing about this song. The title for one component is around 45% of Africa is Christian and for this reason does know when it is Christmas, as well as strains approximately Christmas spells being clanging chimes of doom. However, it does have a peculiar power despite that. The dark peak of the track comes early on, whilst Bono sings the well-known line, "Tonight thank God it's them / as opposed to you," which became arguable on the time, but is a certainly dramatic reminder to us of simply how lucky we are and how thankful we ought to be. Number 4 The Fault - No Christmas for John Keys. At first this could sound like it is a protest song for some unlucky known as John Keys who's stuck in prison or enduring some other horror, but things are in no way what they seem with The Fall. The Manchester band that was shaped by means of real authentic Mark E. Smith all through the mid-70s. Produced songs complete of fragmented lyrics stimulated by means of the vorticist art movement in addition to writers like William Burroughs and H.P. Lovecraft, and all that is reflected in No Christmas for John Keys. Taken from their 1979 debut album Live on the Witch Trials, the name is a pun on the word junkies, with the lyrics talking about how the powders reach you and describing an addict who's out of his face with the idle race and does now not even understand that it smiles Christmas due to the fact each day is exactly the same for drug addicts. Some may say that this is a piece like listening to facts with the aid of the fall, but we are able to not achieve this. Number 3 Nat King Cole – The Little Boy That Santa Claus Forgot. This sweepy music turned into At the Beginning sung by way of the British Forces Sweetheart. Vera Lynn returned in 1937, but it's far the Nat King Cole version that has ended up extra famous. The tale it tells of a toddler with no father who sends a letter to Santa asking for a drum and a few toy squaddies for Christmas is like a Charles Dickens tale, handiest without the redemptive happy ending that Dickens could have given us. Thought there is really no festive cheer for the boy in this music as he wakes up on Christmas morning to find zero provides. He has to play together with his vintage broken toys at the same time as all the other kids are opening their gifts and is left questioning why Santa has abandoned him much like his father did. Despite being quite grim, the tune turned into a big hit for both Lynn and Cole and has stayed famous ever, given that among folks that opt to spend Christmas sobbing in place of scoffing. Number 2 Meet Me in St. Louis, 1944, Judy Garland. The name of this track may additionally make it sound like a generally jolly Yuletide track. However, the despair melody is our first indication that things are a bit greater complicated than that. The composers Ralph Blane and Hugh Martin stated at some point of an interview in 1989 that the track became stimulated by means of Spanish madrigals. However, it is the lyrics that definitely inform us that this loved song is unhappy one. Written for the film Meet Me in St. Louis, the tune features in a scene in which the Judy Garland character consoles her younger sister over their upcoming circlet away to New York. Garland notions some of the original phrases, together with "Have yourself a merry little Christmas" / "It may be your last / next year we may all be residing inside the past" had been too dark and demanded a rewrite. Given that the music and movie were created at some stage in World War II, they begin to appear even extra morbid. The lyric that eventually were given recorded combines greater helpful sentiments with the melody that shows the one's hopes may not come real. That changed into nevertheless an excessive amount of for Frank Sinatra though, who had them revised again earlier than recording it inside the 1950s. Number 1 John Denver - Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas. John Denver is probably remembered by way of most people as a happy-move-lucky country boy. However, he additionally recorded a rustic Christmas track as gritty as whatever the likes of Merle Haggard may want to control. This tune is written from the factor of view of the young boy pleading together with his alcoholic father no longer to get wasted over the festive season, as I don't wanna see my mommy cry. The lyrics move directly to recount a previous Christmas while he found his dad passed out underneath the tree. On the only hand, it smiles quite hard to concentrate to, and on the alternative it comes throughout as nearly a parody of a maudlin country tune, a piece like Divorce via Billy Connolly but with much less apparent laughs. Denver turned into deadly critical even though in the story of alcohol abuse and baby overlook will in reality position a relax for your Christmas cheer if you metallic yourself to listen to it.
Thank you watching this video. Please subscribe us and share this video with your friends. Comment and keep in touch with us. Thank you.